Welcome to the Waterloo Schools Student News West High Edition. I'm Abby.
And I'm Cole. The culinary students at West are heating up more than just an oven. They're hot on a statewide level now that they took the top spot in the competition. Here's more about their skills.
You can fry them and turn them into different shapes. In this case, we're going to go around. The creativity, being in the restaurant and doing all that stuff, you know, you have a set menu, but working with these guys is excellent because it brings on all these new flavors, all these new thoughts, ideas, colors that come together. Maybe I didn't think about this flavor going with that. It's great to see like minds come together and do cool things.
We learned a lot of stuff, like with the cutting, he taught us how to cut the pears, and he taught us, like, you know, with this, how we have to mix this so it doesn't separate too much.
They come into competition, they unpack everything, and what first happens is the judges will come over, they will select 2 of the 4 of them to fabricate a chicken, which means cut it up, and 2 of them to perform knife skills. So we don't know when we go in, they all have to be really good at all of those things, and then they have an hour to create this gourmet meal that has a starter. The main part of the meal has a protein, a starch, and a vegetable, and then they also have to have a dessert. They wanted to do a Caribbean theme, and so they're really trying to match that and pattern those foods and do research and taste testing.
We're going to do a potato crusted halibut with coconut fried rice.
So with the Caribbean theme, I think it's a good idea with the fish.
So I want to be a culinary chef, you know, I just want to learn more from cooking with other people rather than just by being at home by myself cooking, so that's a better experience for me.
We definitely bonded together.
Yeah, we're all closer now.
Seeing them succeed in the classroom and then watching them shine and watching what I've taught them and polishing it, and then the bond that they create, not just the 4 of them or the 5 of them, but then the bond that they get with the mentor chef and also with me, it really creates lifelong skills and friendships that they're never going to forget.
Leader in Me is a program teaching Waterloo students leadership skills at any age. Even the kindergartners are involved in the training. Let's check out how kindergartners at Cunningham Elementary are adopting the 7 habits.
Who wants to be a leader in this classroom?
Each morning, we've scheduled time across the building for every classroom, every grade level team to have what we call our morning meetings. And during that time period, they either focus on one of the 7 habits. And one of the things that it helps us to do is if there's any issues that are lingering from the day before, from that morning, the bus ride, the walk-in, it kind of helps us to kind of put those things on the table, problem solve through those situations. Not only do they have their classroom conversations, they can come together and have a communal conversation as a whole grade level team.
I really enjoy teaching Leader in Me because I feel like it really empowers the kids and gives them that opportunity to set goals and understand what that means. And I think at a really young age, the ability to do that is important and see how that can affect them in their future. I have seen really great improvement, and I really see them using the language. I'm going to be proactive, I'm going to be a leader, I need to set a goal and have a plan. I mean, they're using those terms and they're using them appropriately, and I think it's really helped kind of provide a driving force behind their behaviors and their actions and why they do it and how they can resolve things on their own.
We certainly want to see the leaders in all of our students come through, and if we can set that foundation with them in kindergarten, as they go through the rest of the grade levels, they're able to share that information with the new students that come to us along the way, as well as have an opportunity to demonstrate that leadership as they go through. We definitely want to continue to encourage all of our students to not only be leaders in the classroom, but also be leaders in the community. So this also gives an opportunity to plant those seeds and to watch them grow over the years.
Literacy is going to a whole new level thanks to an innovative teaching grant from the Waterloo Schools Foundation. Check out how it's enhancing reading at Kingsley Elementary.
The kids come up once a week to practice with the book and with the higher level questions. The program Jacob's Ladder starts with real easy questions, which they can do on their own now for homework, and then it goes up into harder questions, which we're still working on together. We read the stories, we go over all the questions, we have a lot of talking, don't we? Mm-hmm. And the thing I like about this is they might all have different answers, and then they can pick which one they like the best. But you have to have a reason why you like it the best.
Right. I think on a sick day for Amos Monkey, I said I like this one the best because it tells the whole story.
A lot of these books came from the Waterloo Schools Foundation. We could use more, but we are so happy with these ones we have. The teachers in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and 4th grade are taking the things into their classrooms, and like where I might have a group that only has 6 kids, they're using it with any student who is above grade level to really get the higher level thinking in.
It's going like out. See, so you start in the city.
The books that the foundation bought for us are being used by a lot of kids.
Thank you for the books. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the books. Thank you!
I'm Abby.
And I'm Dante. Waterloo Middle School students are showcasing their research and development at this year's science fair. Here are the highlights.
Science rocks! We love science!
We have the middle school science fair, and this is the 2nd year that we've had this event, and it's open to all middle school students in Waterloo. They are able to participate in a variety of science fair projects. Those could be virtual reality projects using a software called Blender. They could be traditional science fair projects, a scientific survey, and STEM career shadow, and invention projects.
We get to share what we've made and our idea.
And we can see other people's things. It's really interesting.
We started working with students as soon as they came back to school in the fall. So since September, they've met with their advisors once a week at school, after school, for about an hour to 2 hours working on the project and deciding what they would like to do.
We thought that this year we would teach a lesson once a week on the science process skills. So one week we did how do you do a correct hypothesis, and then they practiced. One week we talked about making observations. What was the correct way of doing that? Do we do it quantitatively or do it qualitatively? So we just addressed every single part of the scientific method. I think that they joined Science Club because it gives them a different outlet besides the regular classroom to ask questions.
Well, science is expanding my reach and knowledge, so that's how it's helping me in many ways. Not only am I working with computers, I'm doing social studies, math, and all the subjects combined in the same time.
All these skills that they have, not only in science is that going to help them, but just in their daily life.
The overall winner takes home a $500 cash prize and this beautiful trophy. We also send students on to the Eastern Iowa Science and Engineering Fair and the State Science and Technology Fair of Iowa.
Thanks so much for watching.
Go Warhawks!